I am the owner of the managing director of Pixeloom Managed Digital Services, and I am an Agiled customer. And I just wanted to do a few minutes of a walkthrough of the account that I have with Agiled through an AppSumo deal that I got about a month or two ago. And I just started using the application. So this is just a quick walkthrough and an overview from my business perspective, how I have been using it for the business so far. Bear in mind that it's just the beginning of usage of it for my business. So most of what it's in its embryonic stage, in that it is a new user using the application. I've used others before, and one thing I would always mention as I go along in the presentation, or the quick review rather, that I would have made this transition because one, well, obviously it's a lifetime deal on AppSumo, and two, because it is a one-stop shop for all the features that a small business would need to run your business effectively. All right, so let me just jump in. Right now, I'm going to log in. I do have a password manager, so this is your login screen, and it would load up my credentials immediately, and I can log in. So this is my dashboard. So as you can see, you can upload your own logo for your company. You can collapse or reopen your left hand menu, and this takes you through all the different features and the portions of the application. As you can see from the dashboard, it gives you an overview of what is happening within the business. And as I said before, because I am still in the process of learning, and I've learned it very, very quickly. I learned at least learn a few of the functionalities of it very easily, just probably because I'm familiar with some other systems, added to the fact that it's quite easy to use. So this would be the reason why there's not much activity just yet, because I am now transitioning into using this application fully for my company. So as we manage all of our clients and so on and so forth, making things so much easier for the company itself, right? So the top bar here, this is the timer for the time trackers for, I suppose it's for employees. I'll have to check this out a little more to see the active use, the inbox for emails, and this would bring up a quick menu that would give you direct access to certain functions that you may want quick access to. All right, this is my profile and my account. You can see profile details. I can log out and log in as another member, right? But currently I have set myself as the administrator because I'm the managing director of this company, and I just want to go through very quickly some of the functions that may be useful for me as an entrepreneur, as a small business. So just on the dashboard, you can see the little widgets that give you, all that give you specific details, an overview of the details of certain tasks or functions that would allow you to make quick decisions. All right, and there's also this feedback button that they have so kindly placed right there. So if there are any difficulties, you can feel free to message them for help and support. So just going quickly, I was always searching for a good CRM, a system that would help me to manage all of my clients. In this particular, I have to upload some of the other clients, but I just tested it out with one client, and actually this is an active client right now of mine, and we are building a project for their company, a website project for their company. And as you can see here, the billing and contact details, which you can edit or delete, And there is a nice workflow here that links the specific client to the project tab or the specific project. As you can see here, there's the projects menu, so I can actually pull up in a quick view the project for this specific client. I can also add an additional project. Let's say they have another project, because this is a website design project that we have active. We also offer social media management services, so I can also add that here. And you can also add invoices directly in the client field, right? So it makes it so much easier for just a nice workflow for any specific client. I can see everything and manage everything from a quick snapshot of the specific client, right? Also, there are leads. I don't have any leads currently, but or at least I haven't filled it out yet. So I do have a list of leads that I would either import or add in manually, depending on which one I choose to do at the particular time. Because as I said, I'm learning through the application, quite easy to understand. So sometimes it would be easier for me just to see that process, to do it manually. HRM. So now because I work on a contractual basis with my vendors, uh, the projects are based contractually, and my team members, I just have one team member. He is one of uh, my developers, and I have already added him. So he has accepted and logged in as an employee, an active employee, as you can see. So we can work together we can collaborate on projects, right? So all of these features in terms of designation, attendance, and so on, some of them I may not use directly just yet, but eventually they will become part once I hire full-time employees as my business builds, right? So you can see all of these here: designation, attendance, holiday, leaves, payroll, everything associated, or at least at a cursory glance, associated with human resource management, right? Projects, we did look at that when we were in the CRM with the client, but directly from a project standpoint, you can actually create different projects. You can search through existing projects. As you can see, there's a specific project existing, and this is an actual project for an actual client. It's not a test project that we are currently working on, all right? And you can uh, filter through the status of the different projects, different statuses of different projects. You can filter through client names. You can add a new project from here, and there are different uh, options for you to enhance your project and how it is aligned with Agile, right? Um, so again, I'm just going through something brief because I have not used this application to its full um, capacity, and I know that as I continue going along, I will continue to explore more and more of the features. Now, the finance here, I think the main one for me right now would be the invoices, right? Because we do have to create invoices to send to specific clients, so because it's part of the business. So this is one I created for the existing client, and I can just probably show you. There's nothing to be hidden. Of course, this is what um, the invoice looks like, and you have the option to download a PDF. I can download that for you now and show you how it would look as a PDF, right? And there are different formats or different design styles. I've just chosen this one. You can go in the settings, which I'll show you later on, to to change how the design of this uh, invoice would look. And I'm sure in time to come, Agile, the company would, give us some more options in terms of designs for invoices. So let me just jump down to settings, and just to show you quickly, for in finance settings, and you would see the different types of invoice designs. Currently this is the one that you saw, and if I may just probably click this one and update, right? So it tells us that it's updated, and if I go to finance and I go to invoices again and I go back to the existing invoice that I have, and let me just download the PDF again, so you can now see that the overall design, it's loading, right? The overall design has changed. So I know that, as I said before, Agile will continue to uh, you know update their templates for for these um, for these payments, so that you have some choices in between, right? So we have contracts, different types of contracts. I'm just showing you because we have not started using these just yet, so there's no data available. Proposals, and this is something that I I know the company has been working on, because currently we use PDF and Word. We have some templates that we would have created before, and we use those and we send them out to our clients. We just edit them. So I'm hoping that the company can have one where you can import existing templates in Word or a PDF, and then you know edit it here. I don't know if that's a possibility, but it would be a welcome one from us. But I know that they are working on, and they have just recently released the create a proposal functionality, and they've updated it as we have been going along. So there's a template builder, and it's a drag and drop kind of a situation, right? Tickets, right? I think I forgot timesheets, but in the tickets, this is something that normally we would have had to use uh, a separate software, a third-party software. And again, the beauty of using Agile is that it affords us the opportunity to have all of these tools under one roof, right? And so now all of the data is actually integrated and streamlined for business purposes. It makes it so much easier for the small business that can't afford to have 12 different applications doing um, 12 different things, with data having to be imported constantly. So everything here is connected, right? Timesheet, this would be connected to obviously the HRM, and of course I will be using this once I start hiring full-time employees, even part-time employees. So we're just trying to move in the direction of integrating our entire business with Agile, so that all of these can be filled out with data, so that you can see. There's also the chat, and I suppose that this works along with the uh, the customer side of the application, so you can also chat with not only employees, members of your company, but also um, your clients. There are events, announcements, forms, and so on. So let's just check out events here, right? So there's the calendar, and you can add events to your calendar, right? And you can color code your events, date, time, starts, ends. All of these are real good features that would come in very handy for any business, right? Announcements work the same, but I want to check out forms because, especially for our type of business, we need to constantly be creating forms for feedback, right? Now, we've had to send out forms in the form of probably using Jotform or Google Forms, but this is a nice addition and a welcome addition as such into Agile, because what it helps us do is to create forms within the application that you can also track. And you can, because what we need to do for our company, especially for web design projects or any project for that matter, we need we have some predefined forms that we send out to our clients to give us content that we can help move our projects forward, right? And this is obviously for those who are CSS minded, custom CSS form, so that you can customize the look and feel of your forms. So these work like standard forms, and I'm sure as time goes on they will keep updating the the forms, and you can also preview whatever forms you would have created and so on. So basically, it's just a walkthrough and of how how we have been using Agile so far. As I said, because we have not fully transitioned into it, there's not much I can show you, but I know that the application has a lot of potential. Um, the settings are very dynamic in that it allows you to go deep into customizing your software for a look and feel that would help you to represent your business in the best way. And as you can see, there are many settings: profile settings, notification settings, theme settings, payment gateways, and all of the others. Now I'm hoping for more and more additions. They have the standard Stripe and PayPal and some others, uh, but I'm hoping for more integrations of payment gateways, especially what we have in my neck of the woods in the Caribbean, so that we can, integrate it to make payments easier, accepting payments and making payments easier for our clients and our vendors, right? So as you can see, there's a long list of settings for every one of the features. There's a feature set, a features setting that allows you to customize. Now, one of the things that I like with Agile is the ability to set roles and permissions for different members of the company. So you can actually manage roles, and within those roles, you can manage what they can or cannot do in terms of uh, different functions within the company. So this gives a lot of control to uh, company managers, right? And that is not limited to just roles and permissions, but in every other area: storage settings, and so on, right? The good thing is that you can also um, utilize Amazon Web Services storage, Google Drive storage, Dropbox storage, and I'm also hoping. I think that there has, when I looked at their roadmap, there is also a request for um, other storage services, right? So that would be helpful for most of us who use different storage services for whatever we do for our business. So I can see that the company is one that is growing, and it offers a lot of promise in terms of growth, and not only for their business but also for small businesses. And I'm sure that small businesses will be able to jump in readily for a system like this to push their business forward. So again, thanks from Pixeloom Managed Digital Services to Agile for a software system that I think is very, very, uh, you know, um, flexible. It's very comprehensive, and because the company is quite open, I know that there's a lot to look forward to in terms of integrations. Now, I know that the company, if I just go back to settings very quickly, they have actually, if we look at integrations here, they've actually been integrating with a lot of third-party systems that are popular with small business users. There are many that are integrated already. And if you look at their timeline, their Trello timeline board, in terms of what their roadmap looks like, there are many, many other feature requests that they are quite willing to open in different stages of development, right? One of those that I'm looking for is an integration with MailPoet, and I've also upvoted it on the roadmap, and it's something that I think is nearing delivery. So hopefully very soon we'll see it show up here so that you can connect your MailPoet accounts and send to through this application, send transactional emails and so on and so forth. So that brings us to a close, and from all of us here at Pixeloom, thanks Agile to Assad and his team. Thanks guys for you know uh, providing us with a system like this that allows us to to manage business so much easier. So once again, thanks very much, and I hope that this short, it was not anything elaborate, because as I said, I'm just transitioning into using this for my business a little more, and probably I'll do another review later on that would be a little more comprehensive. This is just an initial review. So I hope it is helpful, and that out of this we can have a bigger and a larger community of users to help make this product something much better. So again, thanks so much, and I hope it has been helpful.